Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty78609, and I'm on the way to Ruidoso to get some stuff, some supplies. And what I wanted to mention was I may be traveling tomorrow, but I wanted also the purpose of this video is just to touch on some boondocking things, because I've been dry camping, boondocking, whatever you want to call it, off grid for 10 days, 11 actually. And what I've learned a few things about dry camp and boondocking for extended periods that may help some of you. One of the things is, of course, it's a new routine. When you don't have hookups, you got to put solar out or your generator and charge your battery and monitor your battery level, etc., etc. That's one thing that's different. You also have to get water for your freshwater tank, because I have a 16-gallon freshwater tank, and I use about 2.5 to 3 gallons a day, so it's good for roughly 5 days, and then I have to replenish. But what I do, instead of waiting to replenish all at one time, since I have a water source available, I just replenish a few gallons every now and then. Maybe every third day I'll add 3 or 4 or 5 gallons, and just on and on it goes. But a way to conserve water usage, of course, is in the casita, it has a sink in the shower area, and what I do is I fill that up with warm water and take a shower that way. I just splash the water on me. I do that 3 days, and then one day I just take a real full shower because hygiene, even boondocking or anytime you're camping, is extremely important. You don't want to get skin, because I'm older, I'm 73, going to be 74, and so you want to maintain your cleanliness and so forth. And so yeah, every third day I take a full shower, and then of course at the same time I'll wash my hair if I need to, and so forth. But a way to conserve water, that's one. Just use that sink, because that holds about 1 gallon, and you can get plenty clean with 1 gallon of water, trust me, if you just know what you're doing. And I don't use soap. I haven't used bath soap in 25 years, so there's no reason to use soap, okay? All it does is take the skin oils away from your skin and leaves your skin in a very unhealthy condition. As far as killing bacteria and all that stuff, it really doesn't do a damn thing. Warm water will do the same thing. Having said that, the next thing you can do to conserve water is for your kitchen sink. At your kitchen sink, if you're going to say wash a dish or some utensils, instead of just turning on the water with the pump on, and you're having a big stream of water coming out for a couple of minutes while you accomplish the washing task, what I do, and it saves a little water, and a little saved here and a little saved there is a lot. Turn on the pump, let it pressure up, then turn the pump off, and then that way you can turn on a small stream of water at the kitchen sink area and clean your utensils perfectly well with just using a fourth of the water that you would have used had the pump been on. All right, that's just another tip. That's what I do. Do you want to do it? That's up to you. As far as energy usage, if you don't use any, you don't need to put any back in. I don't run a microwave oven. I don't run a heater. I don't run anything unnecessary for me. I do run the Max Air vent fan probably 10 hours a day on low. And I also use, the 12-volt pump is on when I'm filling up the sink and the shower, and also for washing dishes in my hands and stuff periodically. So it uses a small amount of energy. What else? I also use my Google Home device. I hook it up using a 75-watt inverter in the cigarette lighter outlet near my TV, where the TV should be. I do not have a TV. I use my Google Home device with a 7-inch screen as my TV to watch YouTube videos. And it uses about 10 or 15 watts. It's very, very energy efficient. What else? Let me think. As far as on warm days, yeah, you do. If it gets above 85 or around 85 inside the casita, that's what I have, a 17-foot casita travel trailer. 85 and it is uncomfortable. Below, around 80 is okay with a fan on and the air moving, because the humidity is so low you feel quite comfortable, and if you're in the shade you feel quite comfortable. RV is in the direct sunlight. You know, the plus side of this area is you do get plenty of sunlight for charging your battery using solar. I mean, I've been averaging a little over 6 amps per hour using the solar. I've got Zamp Solar. It's a suitcase package or portable package, 260 watt panels that fold out, and then the casita comes with a Zamp solar outlet pre-wired, so all you do is just plug it into the outside and it's charging the battery. I've got a 120 amp hour AGM deep cycle battery. I don't know the brand name. It is a Group 31, and it's done extremely well. I have never drawn the battery down in 10 days below 70%, and that's doing everything I want to do as long as I want. I mean, I'll listen to music on the Google Home device. I'll, you know, watch videos. I'm not trying to conserve what little energy I'm using. I mean, since I'm not an energy hog, the things that I do use, I can use them as frequently as I choose, and that makes a big difference for me. I'm going to be moving maybe in the next day or two to another location. I may have to dry camp for a few days, but it's in the elevations. It's about 800 feet higher in elevation than Capitan, and why am I going? Just for the fun of it, just because I choose to. And that's why I'm going to Ruidoso today, is to kind of replenish some supply items like beer. Because if you buy a beer in Capitan, the only place that sells it is a little gas station there called Brewer, and they know they got the only place in town, and they act like it. So that's okay. You know, if I really needed it, I'd pay the price, not a problem. So, but this way I get to make a trip over to Ruidoso. It's a nice drive through the mountains here, and I have no problem with that at all. I'm also going to gas up over here because gasoline is $2.69 a gallon, or $2.67 it was. So that's pretty good compared to Capitan, which is $2.79. And I know you guys in other parts of the states, U.S., are paying a lot less, and don't rub it in. But having said all of that, I will end the video now by saying what? Oh, thank all you guys that used the links and stuff. I did get me 2 of my own t-shirts. One of them is a Rusty Ranger t-shirt, and the other one is a Stand Guard at the Door of Your Mind t-shirt. And it came today. I just need to pick it up at the post office. And enough said about that. We're climbing the mountains here, and I don't have much to do in Ruidoso other than get gas, groceries, and head back home. I've already put the solar in the truck. I've already gotten some bottled water, or that filtered water, so I'll have some drinking water. I do drink filtered water when I'm out here as I'm traveling, because sometimes at the different state parks and campgrounds, the water can have a really strange taste. So even though I've got that Camco filter at the end of the water hose that hooks up to my RV, it helps some, but it's not the greatest filter in the world. It does help. But having said that, guys, this is Rusty 78609, not a boondocking expert, but I've done it quite a few times, and I just am. In fact, this 10 days, I think the longest I've ever boondocked was like 2 weeks in a row. But you could go on for a year, you know, using solar, because solar's not going to wear out. What you'll wear out if you're trying to run a lot of stuff is a generator, because a generator is not designed to be used 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You know, it's just to charge your battery and shut it off. A lot of people will run their do their charging in the afternoon when it's hot, so they can run their air conditioner, etc. I'll do without that because I don't want a generator. But having said that, guys, thumbs up. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Carpe diem means seize the day. Bye-bye, buy anything you want. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all my videos, along with a link to my store now. And for those of you that felt like you needed to use Patreon, I leave the link in there now for PayPal. If you want to do something, do it. And what else? Enjoy your life one day at a time. You know, drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, stand guard at the door of your mind, accentuate the positive, and enjoy your life. You know, out here I'm kind of enjoying this, and now I'm fixing to start some traveling again. For how long, I don't know. We'll see. So again, guys, adios. Bye-bye.